Hello, and welcome to the last days of Dynasty Season 2. That's right, Dynasty Season 2 is over. The update's out, we've got some new features, and we're gonna have a new season soon. Yeah, another season. That's right. It'll be pretty fun, I think, this time around. We got the Auto Crafter, trials, trials and tales, all that good stuff. New skin, check it out. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Fancy. Remind you of anybody? Yes, that's right. It's a modified mumbo jumbo skill. Just Joker-fied it up a little bit. Changed up a few things. Here we are. New skin. Well, anyway, with the season ending, I just wanted to give a little tour of my base and stuff that I've done. Oh, better eat. Okay. So I thought I would start by putting on my gear for one. Thought I'd start over here. One of my least updated areas, industrial kind of thing. I made a quick raid farm here. There was an outpost tower, and then I just kind of made stuff around it. That was an attempted squid farm. Mostly just ended up being a fish farm. What I'm standing on right now is actually part of a farm here. I've got this over here. Got a little farm. Then over here we've got a moss farm. We can see that in action. Toss that over here. Hit that switch, and then everything goes. Go. Got some moss being made. It's not the fastest machine, but it works for what I needed it for right here. And the reason for this moss machine is over here. Let's just jump on down. Select this up here. Let it go ahead of me there. Alright, so we come on down, little collection area. Oh, zombie here with the lead. That's the collection system. And we come on down here. I've got a little collection mechanic set up. I've got a cart right here called minecart hopper. Hopper minecart, whatever. It goes over to here. This is where the moss goes. To those, right? And then it bleeds down into the compost. Breeds me out some bone meal. So I got the bone meal. And then this over here, at one point I had another one, and then, well, actually, it's still running, you just can't see the other hopper. But this is the automatic refuel for the moss farm. That shoots out that way, and goes back up to the moss farm. And then the bulk of it comes through here. And once it gets to 23 bone meal here, when it hits 24, it unlocks the minecart hopper. Comes and loads up, and then it goes up here to the flower farm. And I just have these growing because they're dyes, and I don't have any good ways to automate them. But under here is our flower farm. It's got our different kind of flowers set up with the dispenser with the bone meal. And then that, once that minecart with the hopper comes through with the bone meal, dispenses, reloads, dispenses, reloads, all the way with the 9 different flower types that I needed for the dyes. for all the different dyes I need. And then this right here is just a quick exit, which I probably had a quick entrance as well, but oh well. Yeah, I kind of forgot about this. But yeah, if you need a quick little entrance, they finally added this into Bedrock. For the longest time, the trapdoor would just go through you. So I'm happy that they added that in. A lot better things there. Yeah, this is the return system right there for that phone now. And then this was the trade farm here, which has this bulk area here with all the allays. I had an allay sorting system. I have all the iron, armor, tools, whatever, comes through here, gets automatically smelted. And then this is all, well, it's not full at the moment, but it's all Totem of Undyings here. Got a bunch. Never-ending supply. There's more underneath, right there. But yeah, so if I come over here, I can get on that mob head, pop up, and now I'm in the allays. So there's a timing system when the raid farm is on that pops that off every now and again. Of course, sometimes they glitch out and just wait to see you again, and then they give you whatever they're holding instead of going to the note block, seemingly no matter what I do. That was frustrating. But anyways, we have a couple of different levels here. We've got the iron tools and such, and then we got the Totem of Undying guys here. Then next door to them, we've got the enchanted books, enchanted book fellows, and I believe I had some mob heads that I was gonna do up at the very top there where the witches are. Let's see. I should be able to get there. Hold on. Let's pop up. There we go. And then here, get on this guy. There we go. Yeah, there's a guy, pillager heads and such. And that's just the tube there. We've got some cobwebs, so they have more time to collect the items. That actually improved my rates quite a bit. There's the bit there. That's where it all comes through. But of course, right now it's not working. The update just came through, and I don't have any ominous bottles right now, so we won't be able to start this raid up. I suppose I could probably get some bottles by running the bottom path, at least. I could stand up here and let the bottom run. Let's see. Yeah, we already got some guys here. So we can let them roll. Let that run for a minute. We can come up here and look at the raid farm. So I had a little too many chests going on. I didn't know what my collection system was going to be initially. But yeah. So this is another trident killer. The raid guys would come down here. I stand here. Yada yada. You know the drill. And occasionally I had some popping out over to here, which was annoying. That's why I had that popper to collect any potential gear that I lost. Let's see. I'll show you this little tube here. We got our little trapped villager there. And all the way up here, we've got a lava setup, which is slow, because Ravagers, they can just do whatever they want in water. So they'll just be hanging out over there for a while if they wanted. They don't always burn to death very quickly, so sometimes that's a holdup. But not too big of a deal. I still got way more loot than all that I'd ever needed, so... Alright. And then this was the little collection area for that. Over here. And then down the tube with the allays. There's a few different cobwebs, just at the different allays. Like I said, just to give them a little extra time. Alright, let's see if this did anything here. And that's the timer I had on those note blocks, was just attached to that. And it did seem to work pretty well, so... I mean, there was occasional glitches here or there, but not too bad, you know? Nothing too serious to stop the flow. Alright, let's go check and see if we got any ominous bottles from that. So this was the collection area. I also had some allays up here that I had tried to do. But, well, it was a farce. I thought this setup would work. I tried single, cube, I tried giving them more space, and they just wouldn't. I mean, like, some of them would. Some of them would grab it just fine, like, for the most part. But then, like, the potion bottles, they didn't want to grab the potion bottles. It was a... And then they'd escape occasionally. A nightmare. Working with allays. Preferably not. But they are good for sorting out unstackables. That's not too bad. See, like, yeah, I had a... I mean, it was working to a degree. It just wasn't reliable. As reliable as I wanted it to be. Especially with these. Like, it almost never worked with the potions. Or the heads. The witch heads. But witch head's pretty rare anyway. Yeah, lots and lots of those. We got some saddles from the occasional ravagers that would pop through the tube, even though it's too tiny for them, or should be. Let's see, that's what all these are as well. So, yeah, that's all totems of undying, which, funny enough, I don't even use. I don't use those. Like, I don't... I have all of them. I have plenty, but I just don't use them. I don't even... I was gonna sell them, but it was already pretty close to the end of the season when I built this. And I mean, like, we've been looking at my other base area in the map for a minute here, so... I did get more redstone over the lifetime, I've just used it. And then this was the final chest here. So I had... This was the first stream. It comes in here, and then it circles around. So we have redstone filtered out, gunpowder there, we had glowstone, powder, we had sugar, the bottles, glass bottles, spider eyes from the witches, and then just endless amounts of emeralds, nearly a bunch of banners here, plenty of arrows. Lots and lots of arrows, and then sticks from whatever, I don't know. Handy though, I guess. Let's see here. So this is the miscellaneous, and these are all crossbows right here. Just crossbows. I was combining them and healing them up, as you can see, but I got tired of doing that. It's like I wasn't even using them. I was just kind of doing it to do it. And then I was smelting armor over here. Got plenty of iron nuggets from the iron armor from these guys. Let's see, it looks like... Oh, yep, we did. We got an ominous bottle. A Bad Omen 2, look at that. Sweet. Just what we would need to kickstart this farm off. Excellent. Cool. I wasn't sure if we'd get one or not from that small little session. Alright, so if we wanted to, we could kick that off. So let's see. How about doing the rest of the tour here? Check out my mending villager real quick over here. And this is just far enough away to not interfere with that over there. And it's a nice little buffer, because like when you're doing your raid farm for a while, like it'll go away. It'll say like, oh, the Bad Omen, you don't have Bad Omen. But then you come near this guy and suddenly a raid is starting and you're like, oh no, a raid. So I would just come over here and break the bed, and if you didn't know, that will disable a raid. So as long as you keep the bed down while the bar fills up, then yeah, then the raid gets canceled, and that clears out any problems. This guy was just my mending villager, a 1 emerald mender. He's just hanging out over here, mostly because it's close by to where my zombie breeder is, or my zombie spawner, I mean. Here's the mender ahead, there he is. And then over here is our villager highway, which we'll get to in a moment. Got a little skeleton zombie horse over there, skeleton horse. Zombie spawner over here, so right here I had a little station just to get them ready. Break that block and you could go down to the villager highway. But also right here was my capture system. So any zombies I named or that were carrying something would come up here, and then they trigger the tripwire and then get into a cart, and then they'd end up over there. And with that in mind, let's go check that out. A little bit of a drop here. Alright, and then that's just one square of water there to save you from death on that fall. And then over here is our return, I believe. Yeah, that's our return up to the top. Let's go check out that zombie spawner. Here's Susie Q here, is our bait. So sometimes zombies just get stuck right there. They don't, because they don't want to go. But look, you can see them. You can see a couple of feet go through right there. Oh, but yeah. So here we go. There's our spawner. They come down here, drop around there, and then they see Susie Q, and then they pop up over there. And if they're holding something, or if I name tag them, like if I'll get down like right here and watch with Susie here, and then name tag them if I wanted to, like a villager zombie, you know. But yeah, see, watch, he'll. Oh, oops, sorry, Susie. There he goes. Zoom. Oh, he got stuck there. I guess he doesn't see. He's not seeing Susie there. Okay, so that's a bit of an issue, I guess, but well, not a big one. He'll turn around and notice the villager eventually. If not, we can always come over here and give him a punch. Hello. He don't want to turn around at all, does it? There we go. There we go. Now you're facing around. Oh, I don't know why they keep turning around like that. Huh. Usually the villager attracts them, but it's not working right now. Oh well. Anyways, on to it. But if I don't name tag them, or if they're not carrying anything, then they just despawn by the time they get to the top. It's pretty far up, as you can tell. Alright, so yeah, if there was one that was holding something. Oh, look, we were just in time with that guy, so he came up with us. And there you go. And that's the zombie capture system. Typically meant for zombie villager, but you know, alright. Okay, so let us check out the villager highway. It's nothing special. Just a little ride. That hence the name, Villager Highway. Alright. And also, we have our villagers over here for our iron farm. Just a random chest there. We got 5 cats that are hanging out down here. That way, no more cats spawn. Then we have our 10 beds and 20 beds, 20 villagers. And sometimes they get stuck like this, but it doesn't really matter. They eventually find their way. And then over here, up, there's Darwin. He is our villager persuader for getting these guys down to a diamond if I want to. I haven't done it with everybody, as you can see. But the guys that I use the most, you know, my librarians, they have 1 diamond trades for the books that I wanted, so that's as far as I took it. But, I mean, yeah, it's an easy little area. You just bump them up next to the zombie, they turn, transform them back, the villagers that see it, they're like, oh cool, you saved us, alright. So they give you a little discount, and it's alright. Alright, so over here is where the map is that's been in our hand. And let's see here. I don't actually have a bed over here, so we're stuck at night right now, but it's pretty well lit up at the moment. The main feature of my area is this big old mountain there, Kilimanjaro. But, well, I guess I don't need the horse just yet. Alright. So, over here, real quick, we've got our trash can, which, this doesn't matter. If we put in enough, it'll pop on the light and let us know that it's working. It's burning them away. It's just connected to a dispenser to lava, or well, a dropper. And then when it's done, that'll turn off, and you know the trash has been emptied. Taking a good minute for that. I mean, it's all out of here, but it's still burning. There it goes. And then over here, I've got the mud maker and clay baker. And I just added this, and I don't know if I put more in yet or not. I think I did, finally. Yeah. So I put more in, so it'd be more likely to make clay, but I haven't ran it since then. So it's just a mud machine right now. I'd have to get more dirt, I think, but you'll get the idea. So you just it's automatic. You put your dirt right here. The fence right there, see it, it changes so the observer sees it, and then it pushes, then the dispenser does the water bottle, and I don't have to replace any water bottles ever. It's just all automatic. I could sit here and have sat here and made mud forever. This tells me when I'm full of mud, and I'll show you how long that takes just by, okay, so here's the mud here, and then it comes down, down, and down. But yeah, okay, so this whole chamber right here, that's just some mud I placed there. But yeah, this whole chamber gets filled up, and once the final layer of mud gets pushed down, it interacts with this fence gate, and then pushes the signal up, and tells that lamp to turn on. And then also, under these are more of those, so if there is any mud on the bottom layer, it'll turn to clay by the time I get to it. But I did a harvest one time, and this was some mud. I did use a bunch still, but yeah. Infinite mud machine there. Never had to replace any water bottles for any of it. Pretty cool. Pretty efficient. And then, let's see. Right next door to it, we've got another moss making machine. So we've got a moss farm on and off switch. We've got the storage switch, or the bone meal switch. This one does not have a resupply that's automatic, so it's either one or the other. So right now it looks like it's in storage mode. Yeah, it's in storage mode, but if I press that button, it'll push that hopper on over, and it'll go into bone meal mode. Hopper, yada yada, that bone meal comes back around over there, gets put back up the top here. Oh, and these right here, some moss blocks, but they're, mini blocks. You can expand them and such, so I did so. And I used to just have the storage here, but I connected it to a grand storage system. Just another moss area, as you see. Alright, where's my... Oh, I've got fresh clay here. Okay. Over there, that mass of moss right there is my cactus farm that I had. So we can check that out. Probably break it by opening it. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Right. So I've got a couple levels high there. Rudimentary. Sometimes it pops off and breaks off on its own, disappears forever. But that's alright. I got plenty of cactus. And then over here, this mud. All that mud right there. that is a bamboo farm. Then it leads into, well, nothing. Actually, it's a sugarcane farm, because you can't use bone meal, or bamboo for bone meal, unfortunately. And that comes down into our sea pickle farm down there. Easy peasy pickle farm. Oh, gotta eat again. Got a little dog over here. I got this cozy little shack here. Little working station, some extra storage. Just for random crap, this redstone. Got some mini blocks going on. And then down here is the central storage area. I've got my pumpkin and melon farm nearby, just by the sea pickle farm and the sugarcane farm. That's for bone meal. I have another sugarcane farm for other stuff. There's that cactus. Here's our bamboo. The sugarcane. Got sea pickles. I got gunpowder, which it looks like we've got a little bit of an issue going on there. It happens sometimes with this item sorter. No big deal to fix. I just kind of, because I have to break this here, and that's water. I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, yeah, this kind of got funky. Something happened there. Anyway, block that back off. I'm sure. Okay, well, it didn't. I was more prepared for that than I thought it was. Well, good. Let's see. Anyway, we got our iron from our iron farm, right above our villagers. Poppies get filtered down into the bone meal here. We got azalea, got flowering azalea, seeds, and seeds we get from our wheat farm as well. And then we got a moss carpet, and then this is just the moss, which I steal from all the time, so never really fills up. And the pumpkins and such. That's just my little main central storage area for all the farms here. Come on over here. Right here is the bamboo and sugarcane farm. And it's operated by a flying machine. Right there. Comes through, and it's operated by a day clock. They're the daylight sensor. So every time it's daytime or nighttime, it goes on through. The rates are very well. I mean, fine enough for me. Pretty good stuff. Let's see, the pumpkin and melon farm is right here, I believe. We got our standard pumpkin and melon farm there. Not very big, but plenty, once again, plenty big for what I needed it for. And then over here, we've got a creeper farm, but mostly just a mob farm, I think it turned out to be. What big old pain in the butt is what it was. But yeah, this big old thing, I never quite finished putting the leaves on it. Gonna make a big old tree. Just a big old mob farm now. And this was my little waiting area. Pop here, and they spawn in there. I got a pretty good amount of gunpowder out of it. Never really put it to use, but yeah. Then we got a little pathway over here to go up to our house there. And our little, nice little pathway here. Beautiful view of the mountain. And then over here, got this guy tucked in with some bees. And the bees can go to those flowering azalea blocks. Or cherry blossoms, I mean, sorry. Or flowering azalea, if you got those. Either one would work. And then, you know, they pollinate from that, go back in there, spruce up the wheat. And there's a cart that collects it underneath. Of course, he had to be out of range of my iron farm over here. So the collection is kind of a pain. I gotta be a certain distance or else the items get lost. But yeah, let me show you the iron golem killing area. It's actually really simple. Right here. They just come right through here. It's a really small area, really simple. Just right here. Just that space right there is all I needed, and it works beautifully. Just gotta make sure everything else is covered, which is why, you know, this all is covered so heavily with moss. They had golems spawning over here, in the manual tree farm area. They were spawning all over, but now, I got it to a point where they only spawn in that area. If you go deeper underground, it's easier. Yeah, underground villages for iron farms, all the way. So anyway, let's grab our horse. And we can show you our pathway. And the house. Beautiful little walkway here. In my opinion, I like it. I built it, so of course I like it, but hey. Why not? Automatic lights for the nighttime. That way they're not always on. Got a little wide open area here. Off that way there's a village. And all that good stuff. Just exploration type stuff. I've got a little warehouse here for my blocks and whatnot. Ooh. Of course accessible. And this little area up here leads to my house. I was gonna expand it out, do more of a staircase here, but I never got around to it. And, well, you know, that's just how the things go. Got a couple of crops here. When I first moved out over here, because if you see we're at negative 10,000 out. This is my secondary base after the cherry blossoms dropped. I came out here. This was my only source of food. So, had these crops going. They were very productive. They were good. Lasted me a good amount. A lot of rabbits around in the area too. And some smaller crops over here, mostly for show. Little river here. Nothing really going on in the back over there. We got the house, the side door. Nice little house. This is probably one of my favorite house builds I've done. Not bad, a little chimney thing, you know. All that stuff. Pretty cool. I like it. Got, and all of our stuff has, we have a lot of friends here hanging out. And then I've got, check this out. Oh yeah. Does this remind you of anything? Yeah. Some emeralds. Yeah. Yeah. And then we got some more storage here in the house. Got our little kitchen area. All of our raw food, some cooked food. Cooking area, you know. Workstation. Some more friends. Having some breakfast. We got the bedroom over here. Got some wings. Got my bed, which, no, not a thunderstorm, I guess. Got our ATM. Nice, nice. Got plenty of cherry blossoms and such. Then, the upstairs is our lay area, an enchanting table. So here's my OG Allay is around here somewhere. There he is, Obi. He's my original guy that I found. Or actually, I think I bought him, maybe. Yeah, I think I bought that one from the shopping district. Because, trying to find one was a pain. And we just got a little storage area here. Yeah. Extra storage, attic, enchantment area, slash... Allays. And then we also have a bathroom. You know, a little commode. But if we open the commode and take a peek, what's down here? So right there we have a little entrance out into a cave area that leads to it anyway. Mining. Then down here, we've got our portal. Got a mining area for diamonds. Got some lava collection. And then over here, we've got our portal. Some spare armor. And then if I need to go digging one wide, although they made it so much slower. It used to be faster. Now it's real slow. But anyway, I was growing some mushrooms over here. Anyway. So, it's a quick up and down there. You can go back up to the surface that way. But that was my house. That was the main bulk of it. The only other thing I could show you is my old base. Oh, in the nether. Let's see, yeah. My old base. Entrance here. Well, base, come on. And let's go check out the old base. Alright. There's the old base. Nothing special. No, I'm just kidding. This is just the temporary area, underground area. And up we go. Let's go check it out. It's a little distance away still. Here, here's our little halfway point. Looks like I didn't have a boat, but that's okay. Swam out here last time, looks like. So you can see the dock in the distance there. Let's swim on over. We can have a sleep at the old house. Here it is, coming into view. At night, anyway. A good nighttime raining view. Haven't visited the old doggos in this area for a minute. There we go. Sugar cane. Hey guys. Good boy, good boy. Alright. This was just a fun little project. I was trying to do an ender corridor thing, like in Java, but no success, so I just made it a fountain. A fountain. Had some farms over here. All the different types of trees growing. I did bring in the cherry blossoms after the update, so they're kind of newish. I had just a little house over here. I don't even think I decorated it. Yeah, just a little house for aesthetic view. Looks cool from a distance more. Now we have the main house here. My humble abode. Some people hanging out, chat. Just this little area here, little kitchen area. Little breakfast nook. Storage here. We had a second floor. Storage and such. Go ahead and take a nap at our old house. There we go. Yep, nice little area. Excuse me. Then we had a basement here. And then it just goes to our mining at the bottom. It wasn't a fancy house, just good enough. And over here, we have our little llama area. Llamas and sheep. And then we have our villager area over here. They're down there. Just hanging out. We got a couple of guys down here. Looks like they've been breeding since they got farmers. Got some farmers and wheat. And then they have a little transportation here, and I guess they could wander down here on their own, but I don't know if they do. And that just leads a good 100 blocks away or so. It goes to some more villagers over here. This was a breeding thing I had going on. Good old Salazar over here, the only remaining named villager. The rest of these guys have wandered in, essentially. But yeah, that was my old base area here. Had some stuff going on, but then that update dropped, and I had to go out more. Get another good 4,000 blocks. It took a while to move. That's all I can say. Alright. And that's it. That's everything I got right now for this season. Well, here's to next season. Season 3. Hopefully I'll be teaming up with a couple other guys. Me and Hammer Joe, maybe Turtle, Havoc. They're great guys, so that'd be fun. Be a good time. And we'll see you in Season 3. Bye-bye.